and welcome to another episode of Omnissiah Approved. Today, I'm going to be introducing a new feature video series we're going to do for the channel, as well as the first part in that series. This is Hobby Hacks. Are they Omnissiah Approved? So there's a couple of things that I'm going to be testing. I'm actually going to be testing two things at the same time. I have always built my models, glued them in their entirety, glued them to the base, and then painted and based and all that as a singular piece. The base does give you something to hold on to while painting. There are distinct advantages to that, but when working on the inceptors and the suppressors, I found I did not want to paint the flight stands, so gluing them to a paper clip gives you something to hold on to while painting, and then I can, cut this down to just a little bit and use that as a pin to hold it into the flying stand that I'm going to use. Note on these aren't GW's flying stands. This would be the flying stand that GW provides with the inceptors. I don't like it. It's a great display stand. It sits behind the model and is out of the way, but the point at which you attach it to the model is a very small amount of contact. It's flimsy. It's very easy to pop off. So I have just gotten these clear acrylic rods, drilled a hole in them, and when I cut that paper clip down, they got a slot right on there, a little dab of glue, it'll be good to go. Getting that out of the way. What we're talking about today are two things. I am going to, for the Marines in the upcoming Indomitus box, a few of them are going to have some decorative bases, I believe. I may use them, I may not. But I am going to do all the basing for these models separately. Maybe I'll put a pin in the model, maybe I'll just hold them. I haven't decided. But I'm going to paint the models separately from the bases and put them on after. See if I like that. It's something that I've never tried doing that way, so it's going to challenge me to do something different. While I'm doing that, I got to work on the existing bases that I have. This is what Games Workshop calls Astrogranite. It is a texture paint that is meant to be used straight out of the pot, applied to a base, let dry, and you have a perfectly serviceable finished base right there. There would be nothing wrong with then attaching your model to that base and taking it to a tournament completely as is. That is, I love the look it gives straight out of the pot. I am going a more like beaten earth type look, so I'm going to be taking this Astrogranite, painting it brown, adding a wash, probably painting it tan, adding a wash to darken it and bring out the texture a little more, and then putting some flock in portions of it over that to feel like a really beaten earth that's been, the grass is only hanging on in spots where the earth has been beaten down by treads of tanks and boots of soldiers, etc., etc. So I'm not using this in the color that it comes. I'm enhancing this. I'm really just using this for the texture. So what I've seen online is that a pre-mixed grout can be used instead to give a similar texture on the bases at a fraction of the cost. This container is roughly double what this pot cost, and you can see obviously there's a lot more in here. This will probably texture every model I'll ever buy until this dries out. So the test then of this will be done, I thought let's do it as a challenge for Jake to make this interesting. In the Indomitus box set, I know I'm going to pick up for myself. My friendly local gaming store has one on hold for me. Not officially on hold. Pre-orders start the 11th, but he's doing a pre-order so that he already has everyone that wants one and has said, I'm getting one so he can do his pre-orders en masse when that hits. Support your friendly local gaming stores, guys. They'll oftentimes do things like that he's started his list for people that wanted the Indomitus box pretty much as soon as we confirmed there is an Indomitus box existed. So that I knew 3 weeks ago, I'm third on the list. I'm gonna get one. That soapbox aside, in the Indominus box, there are going to be 10 standard intercessors that are now equipped for melee. So for those 10 guys, they'll be on 32 mil bases because all the normal power armor is on 32 bases if they're not a character. So I know what bases those are. I've got 8 or 10 spare 32 mil bases. So what I'm going to do for the test is I'm going to do probably one base each with the naked Astrogranite. I'm going to do another base with the Astrogranite and paint it, and then I'm going to do a couple, probably 2 each, with the Astrogranite and the grout painted and with the flock on it as the finished base that I would then put the model on. Once I've got those bases to that point, like I said, the control, which is the product, painted but no flock, and then painted with flock, I am going to present all of them to Jake, mixed up, so that he doesn't know which bases are Astrogranite and which bases are the grout. And we're going to see if he can guess or determine which is which, and see how good a job this does of replacing the Astrogranite. I hope to put this together very soon and have it out to you quickly. In the meantime, when you like our video and subscribe to the channel, and then go down there to post something in the comments, let us know what you want to see me test. If there's any hobby hacks that you want to see me or Jake test, if there's any products you've been wanting to try, I'm always happy to try a new tool or a new product if it fits especially if it fits something that I'm going to be building anyway. I plan on talking about a couple of specific tools that I've been really happy with, as well as some other model building techniques like magnetization in the future. But for the time being, you have some more content and a little challenge for Jake to look forward to coming up very, very soon. I will see you in that video, and as always, this message is Omnissiah approved.